So I want you to take a good look at this image. This isn't just another pretty picture from space. In a very real way, it's a time machine. What you're seeing is an image from the James Webb Space Telescope of a galaxy called GS-Z13. And it's not just the oldest thing humanity has ever laid eyes on. It's also a deep cosmic mystery that makes us question everything we think we know about time and distance.
To even begin to wrap our heads around this, we have to start with something a lot more down to earth. You know that sound a car makes as it zooms past you? That high-pitched meow as it comes towards you that instantly shifts to a lower yow as it drives away? That everyday sound holds the key to this whole cosmic puzzle.
That change in sound is called the Doppler effect. And all it means is that when the car is moving towards you, the sound waves are getting all squished together, which makes the pitch higher. And as it moves away, those same waves get stretched out, making the pitch lower. It's a simple idea, really. Movement changes waves. Okay, now let's take that simple idea and make it cosmic. The exact same thing happens with light waves. For a galaxy that's hurtling away from us across the universe, its light waves get stretched out, just like those sound waves. But with light, you don't get a change in pitch, you get a change in color. The light shifts towards the red end of the spectrum.
And when it comes to our mystery galaxy, GS-Z13, this effect is off the charts. Its light has been stretched so incredibly far that it's gone right past red, past what our eyes can see and deep into the infrared spectrum. This extreme stretching is called redshift, and it's our first major clue in this investigation.
Now, that massive redshift tells us that this galaxy is unbelievably far away. But here's where the story gets really weird. When scientists actually did the math to figure out how far, they stumbled into a huge paradox. The numbers just don't add up.
All right, here's the first number you need to know. The light from GS-Z13 traveled for 13.6 billion years before it finally reached the James Webb Telescope. That means we're seeing this galaxy as it was when the entire universe was just a baby, only about 2% of its current age. We're literally looking back in time. But then there's this number. The best calculations tell us that the galaxy's actual position right now, today, is over 33 billion light years away from us. And that's where everything seems to fall apart. And right there, that is the puzzle. It should be simple, right? If light travels for 13.6 billion years, the thing should be 13.6 billion light years away. So where did the other almost 20 billion light years come from? It feels like it breaks the most fundamental rule in the universe. The solution to this impossible riddle, believe it or not, is hidden in that stretched out red light we talked about. To crack this case, we have to understand that not all redshift is the same. There are actually two different kinds. And that distinction, well, it changes everything. So first, you have your standard Doppler redshift. That's our car driving away from you. The object is physically moving through space. But then there's cosmological redshift. This is a totally different beast. It's not caused by the galaxy moving at all. It's caused by the very fabric of space between us and the galaxy expanding, like two dots on a balloon that's being inflated. And that, right there, is the solution to our paradox. The reason GS-13 is so much farther away than it should be isn't because the galaxy broke the cosmic speed limit. It's because the universe itself has been growing, stretching the distance for the entire 13.6 billion years that light was making its journey to us. You know, the best way to visualize this is the old cookie dough analogy. Imagine galaxies are just chocolate chips scattered in some cookie dough. When you put it in the oven, the dough expands. The chocolate chips get farther apart, right? But the chips themselves didn't move in the dough. The dough between them expanded and carried them apart. That's our universe. And this is a super important point. The galaxies, the stars, the planets, they aren't getting any bigger. Gravity holds them together just fine. It's the huge, empty voids of space between the galaxies that are constantly stretching and pushing everything away from everything else. This also solves that whole faster-than-light problem you might be thinking about. Einstein's famous rule is still 100% true. Nothing can travel through space faster than light. But, and this is the loophole, that rule says nothing about how fast space itself can expand. Turns out, the universe has no speed limit. Okay, so we know what's happening, but how in the world do scientists actually measure it? How do they look at a faint red smudge and pull out a number like 33 billion light years? Well, it turns out they're reading a sort of cosmic barcode printed on the light itself. So, as the light travels and space expands, the light waves get stretched. To figure out the distance, you just need to measure how much they've stretched. The problem is, you can't measure how much something has stretched unless you know its original size. You need a fixed, reliable starting point, a cosmic yardstick. And thankfully, the universe provides one. The answer is hydrogen. You see, neutral hydrogen gas is everywhere in the early universe, and it acts like a universal filter. It absorbs every bit of light below a very specific wavelength. This creates a really sharp, sudden drop-off in the light spectrum, like a cliff edge that's always in the exact same spot.
So if you look at a galaxy nearby, you see that hydrogen cliff right where you expect it to be. But for a galaxy like GSC13, the whole spectrum, including that cliff, has been shifted way, way down into the red and infrared. All scientists have to do is measure how far that cliff has moved, and they can calculate the redshift with incredible precision.
And this is basically how they turn that measurement into a hard number. They take the original known wavelength of that hydrogen signature, compare it to the new, stretched wavelength they see in the telescope, and a little bit of math gives them a precise redshift value. That one number unlocks everything, the galaxy's age and its true distance. And after all that math and all that measuring, we arrive at a final realization about our universe that is, well, it's truly mind-bending. It changes how we see our place in the cosmos. Here it is. Because the expansion of space gets faster with distance, by the time you get all the way out to GSZ13, the space between us and it is now expanding faster than the speed of light. Let that sink in. The gap is growing faster than light can even cross it.
The implication of that is just staggering. The light we're seeing from GSZ13 right now is ancient history. Any light that the galaxy is emitting today, it will never get here. Ever. It's like it's on a cosmic treadmill that's going too fast. We are permanently and forever cut off from its present and its future.
So we see this galaxy's 13.6 billion-year-old ghost, but we are completely blind to what it is today. And that leaves us with one final haunting question. If we're already cut off from a galaxy that we can see, just imagine what else is out there, beyond our cosmic horizon, that we will never, ever get to see at all.